Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Stella Sora. In the last part, we started off chapter 4. We found ourselves stuck in a hole. We managed to get out with the help of Fuyuka, who found us. And now we got branching paths we gotta do in order to take down the Garden of Parasites. So let's check these branching paths out, and then we'll see how it all comes to a head. So let's do this one first. Boss, I'm at the cabin. The signs of the Garden Parasite. Moving on with the search. Over. Copy that. Remote support truckers are standing by, right on your mark. Over. I saw that massive tree crawl into the cabin with my own eyes. Hold on, we got it wrong. Garden Parasite isn't actually a tree, but just mimicking one. It could transform back into vines and conceal itself anywhere. A gust of greenish wind tears off the roof as countless vines writhe around the wall cracks, merging into a giant tree. Clever concealment, but sneak attacks will work on the wind. Hey, the Garden Parasite has shown itself! Call a shot, boss! Hold on. Izuka hasn't given the signal yet. Why, it's Captain Claire. How many in the hunting squad can use fire? A couple. What's on your mind? Just had a thought. Sure, the Garden Parasite is drawn to fire, but it's still a plant. Haven't you tried using fire against it? I see your point, but fire is a no-go. Burning mimic vines creates a ton of mist. Understood. Thanks. Boss, I need backup, now. Copy that. That's a signal. Everyone focus fire on the Garden Parasite. Ready? Fire! Main branch down. Press the attack. Izuka. She's really gonna be okay out there alone. No sweat, she's keeping perfect distance, and that clumsy tree is too slow to catch her while she's riding the wind. With all her preparation, Izuka must have figured out its attack patterns completely. Still, the hunt is a little too effortless. Huh? Its attack suddenly slowed. Wait, it's summoning something. Don't let up! We almost got it! Boss! Monsters! They're charging from behind! What do you mean? Oh boy. Got knocked over. Wait, there's so many of them! What did they gather? We're surrounded! Master, please stay behind me. There's something strange about these monsters. Even the docile shrub shrews are coming at us. Hey, how dare you chew on my sword? What's wrong with these creatures? I don't think they're attacking us. It's more like they're looking for food. Do the Garden Parasites mimic these monsters too? But wasn't it trapped inside the cabin? Perhaps it sent out vines to release the mist. Hate to admit it, but these monsters are pretty sneaky. Noia, complaining won't help. We need to get away from them now. Sorry, but you heard what's happening here. We can't send backup right now. I'll be fine. Take care of yourselves. I was always prepared to fight it alone. What's going on? Garden Parasite is breaking its branches on purpose? Wait, it's channeling its magic to the buds. Massive wave of magic mist surges from the Garden of Parasite's branches and enveloping Izuka completely. This old trick again? Won't work this time. There's no one else here to confuse. It hurts so much. Terrifying. I want to die. Help me. Please help me. I just want to go back to my friends. What? Human voices? That can't be right. There's no one else here. Garden of Parasite. Speaking? No. It's even more unlikely. Common monsters don't speak. Get it together. This is clearly an illusion. Why? Why were you the only survivor? Why didn't you help us back then? You failed to protect us. What makes you think you can protect your new companions? That's enough. I can't get distracted now. I have to keep fighting. Nezuka, can you hear me? Is this another illusion? No, it's not. It's your phone. Check your phone. My phone. Wait. Why does your sound come from a drink can? Why am I holding a can? Nezuka, snap out of it! Wait. This is an illusion. I'm holding my phone. The sound is coming from the speaker on the other side of this. Boss. How are you doing, Nezuka? I'm taking care of most of those monsters here. Need a hand? Having illusions, but haven't lost sight of the guard and a parasite. Aim fire magic roughly 20 steps in front of where I'm standing. Wait, Claire warned us that this will trigger more magic mist, and you're dangerously close. Don't worry about that. I can blow away the mist with the wind. Boss, focus on incinerating the guard and the parasite. This thing isn't even some average monster anymore. I have to reduce it to ashes. Understood? Everyone cast fire spells 20 steps in front of Nezuka's position. Trees split, let the mountains tremble. Why is there a shrub shooter near the garden of parasite? Wait, that's what shrub shooter. The trucker charging in. Fire! No! They'll be hit by the fire at that distance. I have to shield them. The emerald wind bearer instantly shifts direction and enveloping the garden mist parasite's treetop and block the incoming Ignis magic. Are you alright? Why'd you rush in? Claire? What are you doing here? Nezuka, are you out of your mind? If you torched that thing, we would have gone all up and smoke with it. Smoke with it. You're the one who's lost it. Get out of here now. Death comes for you all. Hold on, what's happening? The garden parasite just speak. Magic mist pours out from the garden parasite's buds, and once again, something consuming the woods around us. Can't find like this. Time to retreat. Anyway, Amber, Iris, could you clear a path for us? We're on it. Kaide, cover up with the tree. Copy that. Nazuna, Fuyuka, let's go get Nezuka. Master, I'm ready. Been waiting for that order. Let's get moving. Oh boy. It's all gone to shit. 4B. We could blast the cabin door with a punch, and Nazuna Kaide file in, expertly covering different angles. I'd say it's clear. How's your side, Nazuna? That's clear too. That can't be. We saw a garden parasite slip in here. No matter what its size, a garden parasite is just a big mimic vine at heart, and as a vine, it can change its shape. Come here, look at this. Lots of cracks in the walls. Pretty normal for a rundown shack, no? It would be, but these cracks are fresh. If garden parasite has dropped into the skies and reverted to a vine form, slipping through the crack, the size wouldn't be a problem. So, it got away? No, that's not right. If it were hunting and found nothing, it would have just left. Why bother with this tricky escape unless it was trying to... Behind us! So, Lynn had to learn to flank. Smarter than I gave you credit for, huh? Careful, magic mist attack! Same old trick. Not gonna work on me twice. Sounds like the fight's kicked off at the cabin. Sessa, we're not just gonna watch, are we? Have a little faith. Nezuka and Petalballoon know these monsters better than anyone. Doesn't mean we're off the hook, though. A fight this big will draw some monsters. Our job is to hold the line so nothing gets through to them. Got it. Knowing I are on it. Huh? Amber, what's wrong? They're already here. There they are. Where do these come from? Hey, knock it off! I'm not the menu. These monsters are behaving strangely. Usually they'd run from a group of people this big, but yet they're now charging right at us. And the bark boards too. They're docile creatures, but look at them. They're acting feral. They must have been exposed to the garden of parasites magic mist. Probably just look like food to them. Oh, that's why they went after Claire. Get off my hat! We have to push them back. Whatever happens, we can't let them interfere with Nezuka's fight. Copy that. No, at this rate, we'll never get that thing. Gotta think of something else. Can't keep wasting time on these bark boars. Take this! There's a mouse in the senpai. Watch out, it's heading your way! Whoa, where'd this little shrubstrew come from? It's chucking berries at the garden of parasite. What's wrong? Kaede senpai. What? She's hallucinating. Don't panic, it's all an illusion. Oh, I get it now. Thank you, Kaede? So Naoza's the one throwing berries. That scary-looking bark boar is Nezuka? What are these scrub shrews chittering about over there? But it's about to release the magic mist again, huh? What a nuisance. Nice shot. Plug that thing's flower bud right up. Too bad, Garden Parasite. Looks like your precious magic mist is useless now, doesn't it? Eat this! The bolt went right through it. But how? Darn it, the Garden Parasite just made itself a part of the illusion too. This makes things tricky. I wasn't always cutting before. Why is that bark boar so lively? Wait, could that be Nezuka? Always the same as always. You're still charging head first. I can tell who you guys are just from your your habits and moves. Well then, can't let Nezuka show me up. We're taking down the monsters here. Noya, how about you? We cleared out all the monsters caught in the mist, but bet Nezuka and the peddler are almost finished too. Amber, is anyone hurt? No one's hurt, but the vice captain is missing. Claire? She was just here a moment ago. Where did she go? Garden Parasite is bringing its own branches. Why is it harming itself? Wait a minute. Is it trying to focus its magic somewhere by trimming itself down? New flower blue petals burst open, spewing a thick magic mist that instantly engulfs Nezuka and Petal Bloom. This trick again? It's useless. I can tell who my real friends are. I want to die. I just want to go back to my friends. Is the Garden Parasite talking? No, that's not right. This must be an illusion. It's the last desperate attempt to survive. And if these are the last words that the people have killed, make me listen to them is just plain sadistic. Oop. Why? That's these guys again. It's the Mercs! What are these voices? Little shrubstrew path itself wraps its arms in a hug and points to the other shrubstrew and finally covers its ears. Are you trying to say that I should ignore what those illusions are saying because they're all here with me? Is that it? You know, I never know who you are, but I can barely understand a word you're saying. But thank you. I have to protect everyone. And that means this Garden Parasite, the thing that I learned to talk just to twist my mind and lead us to ruin, has to be destroyed. We'll drive into that cabin and burn the whole thing down. Now, fire! Guard parasite corner to the cavern. Sparks fly from the shrubtree's fist, setting the thatched roof ablaze. But how's this happening? There are 2 guarded parasites in there. Get it? A tricker must have got in. No time to second guess. We have to put that fire out. Let the mountains tremble! Fucking Claire, messing things up. You're right, why'd you rush in? Claire? What are you doing here? Nezuko, are you out of your minds? If you torched that thing, we would have all gone up in smoke with it. Sound, everyone get back now! That comes. Alright. Back to this nonsense. What's happening? The guard parasite just speak. Oh boy. Nezuko, the mist is getting too thick. We have to pull back. Understood. Petal Bloom and I'll cover our retreat. Boss, you and your team get out of here now. Oh boy. All 3 of these options are very good. Alright. What about this one? Please give me your hand. Incredible, the water just turned to bracelets that link us all together. Nezuko can make similar bracelets too. Please wait in line over there if you want one. Nezuko, I want one! There, all set. Awesome, thanks! Hey, could you make this wind bracelet a little prettier? Maybe add some decorations or something? Don't be a brat. If you waste any more time, the Garnet Parasite is going to get away. But Kai and Fuyuka got special ones. I want one too. You have to make mine special. Just because it took so long to make a maple leaf for Kai and a rabbit for Fuyuka that I had to rush yours. I mean, it sounds reasonable, but you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? You totally are. This is lively. Already feels like we're about to fight a major monster. Nothing like a bit of downtime before a big battle. And of course, it's you who came up with such a clever way to handle that magic mist. Protect everyone from the guard and the mist magic. I modified the locator spell Iris had used on us before. Employee, that's our companion! See the water around her hand? That's a locator magic I cast right before we came in. I remember that. That was for that was the Nova story. By linking everyone here with the water and wind bracelets, we'll be safe from the illusions. Even if the mist is strong enough to change how the bracelets look, the connection will help us tell friend from enemy. Terrifying illusion mist. Boss nearly completely nailed it. I just had the idea. Iris and Nezuko are the ones who did all the real magic. And Nezuko is incredible. She learned it in no time and perfectly replicated their bracelets with her wind magic. Boss, it was a simple task. There's no need for praise. Bounty Squad is linked in groups of 3 as you instructed. You wait your command. Head to your spots and surround that cabin. Got it! Just focus on commanding, boss. I'll make sure nothing gets to you. With the wave of her staff, a green wind swarms around my wrist. Faint, almost transparent thread now connects me to Nezuko and... Wait, I'm on your squad? Yes, is there a problem? It's just, Nezuko, your whole charge headfirst into the fight style is a little much for me. Iris, freeze the branches, it's getting weak! Copy that. Final blow. Shine the frozen branches. A solid tactic. You three have excellent synergy. Alright, Petal Bloom, you're up. Right, Master, I'm going in. With Naza and Kadi providing cover, Fuyuka charges in from behind. A heavy iron fist smashes the different attacking branch piece to pieces. Well, that's a brilliant command. With everyone attacking non-stop in the different directions, the guard parasite can't even release its mist. That this would overtake it down in no time. I never thought we could actually handle such a tricky monster so easily by just changing our tactics. The guard and the parasite is far from exhausted. We can't let our guard down. Still, I have to remind you, Mizuka, don't forget about that thing. It's much more important to us than defeating some monster. I know, but now isn't the time. On the battlefield, our first priority is always to protect our allies and defeat the enemy. Keeping on the future is important too. Still, this feels too easy. The guard and parasite is here to hunt, so why would it have it wait in an empty cabin for us to surround it? Something's off. You're overthinking it! A dumb monster like that isn't smart to pull any tricks. See, it's already falling apart. It won't last much longer. So many branches are snapping. No, wait. It's breaking its own branches. Why is it harming itself like this? Unless it's concentrating its power. If that's the case, it's charging up for an attack. Everyone get ready. Boss, a huge swarm of monsters is charging towards us from the forest. Oh boy. I mean, the small ones? Impossible. They usually run from the moment they see a trekker. So that's it. The guard and parasite wasn't waiting. It was the baits. It was luring us here. It used the mist to control the other monsters. We thought we had a corner, but it was trapping us the whole time. No way! It's just a monster. It hurts so much. Terrifying. Oh boy. Go back to my friends. It's the guard and parasite talking. Is that right? It's an illusion. It's the last desperate attempt to survive. Ah, here we go again with the mercs. Oh boy! Why don't you help us back then? Follow the order. We had to get that thing, no matter the cost. Stay back. We never did anything to you. You're the ones who attacked us. You were trying to kill us. Claire, calm down. It's just an illusion. No one's here about us. You're the one in black. I don't need you to tell me anything. You're just up to that thing, aren't you? Oh boy. Wait, Claire! Oh no, she's running straight for the guard and parasite. Monsters are pouring out of the forest. All the time's supposed to happen. Boss, to open a retreat. I'll get Claire. I'm going with you. If you're going to that mist, I can help. Almost there. That thing is almost mine. Lost in the trance, Claire's thrust that locked any force, failing to even pierce the guard and parasite's bark. It hurts! Claire, get back! Why are you getting in my way? I was so close to getting that thing. If I have, all of our problems will be solved. Sorry, Claire. Boss, take her and go. I'll hold them off. Get to safety now. You can't do this alone. We're all leaving together. No, run away. Guard parasite. It's talking. Don't you dare! Stay away from my master! Boss, Mizuka! Sorry to keep you waiting. Hold the line, you focus on getting out of here. Master, I'll give it my all. Make sure you get away safely. She's fired up. Alright. Got a battle sequence! Alright. Once it loads. We're all level 1! Sad.
奉仕に規制されてるみたいだね。幻覚を見せる霧に注意して進みましょう。
This is the first time I've seen her support skill, actually. Ooh.
みんなで掴んだ勝利よ。お疲れ様。
That was too easy. That was too easy. How are you feeling? Still seeing things? Good, the hallucinations are gone. Thanks to your magic, we didn't handle much of that mess, so a little rest is all it took. Gotta take care of yourself, too. You were pushing yourself the hardest out there. Thanks for your concern. I fully recovered. It's great to hear. Captain, let's go for another round. Now we know the ropes, we can totally take the Garden Parasite down next time. Yeah, even though we failed today, everyone made it back in one piece. This time we'll know what to expect. I agree. We'll try again soon. For now, get some rest. I'm going to check on the others. See ya, Captain. Hello, this is Claire. I understand. Don't make a move yet. Let me try talking to her again. Oh boy. It's starting to rain. Good thing I brought an umbrella. Knowing the others should finally clear those illusions. I should get back and figure out figure out what's next. Is that Nezuka? She didn't have an umbrella. I should go help. Being sick out here in the rain would be awful. Nuz. You're here. You insisted we meet right away. What's so urgent? Just want to confirm with you. On the next raid against the Garden Parasite, we must secure that thing. Why a sudden rush? Don't tell me. You got it. Lady Grey just stopped by to press the issue. She also said that thing is hidden inside its trunk. The trunk? Well, how do you plan to get it? Our raid failed just today. Well, why not just capture her alive and take our sweet time? Come on, we managed to bag the bladed jade. How hard can this thing be? Capture it alive? It's far too risky. You've seen it yourself. The Garden Parasite gets stronger by the day. We're not powerful enough to capture it alive. We're in deep trouble if we don't get that thing. We've forgotten how great Lady Grey threatened us. I remember. So what's the plan? Magic Mist is the real problem. Once you deplete that, the Garden Parasite is just a clumsy monster swinging its branches around. How do we deplete it? With people. We'll have the squad members charge in first. Are you insane? Claire, you know as well as I do that you'd be sending them to their deaths. They'll be just inhaling some mist. That's not fatal, right? If they start hallucinating, they'll turn on each other. The result is exactly the same. Besides, the Garden Parasite is already too powerful. The monster's dangerous. Claire, we have to destroy ourselves on the next hunt. I haven't touched the 10 million door from Lady Grey. After you deal with the Garden Parasite, I'm returning it. That way our business with the Garden Unit Harvest is concluded. You think you just let us go once we're even? So naive. After everything we've seen, do you really think we just walk away? Unit Harvest will never drop this. You're the naive one, Claire. Think about it. That thing could twist a mimic mind into a monstrosity we're facing. Unit Harvest will do anything to keep their rivals from finding out that they have something that powerful. So the moment Lady Grey gets her hands on it, she'll have us eliminated. But if that thing is destroyed in the fight, if no one gets it, we can just plausibly deny knowing what it was. You know, Hearts might just leave us alone. No way, Nezuka. This is United Harvest. We failed them. There's no way they won't retaliate. There is. The big three have been on a rampage for months. Our hunting squads have been making headlines. Not just in Philae, but in other cities too. We're not just some unknown trekkers anymore. We're in the public eye now. That means even a company like United Harvest can't take us out quietly. As long as we stay in the dark about that thing, what it really is, it's a peaceful way out of this is impossible. So that's your angle. You've always hated the spotlight, but lately you've been actively seeking it out. But what if they don't care? What if they decide to punish us for botching the job and come back empty-handed anyway? If it comes to that, just say it was all my idea. Act like you knew nothing. I'll take the fall for everything. How noble, Nezuka. Turning on Petal Bloom to protect your friends, taking all the blame to shield the team. You even got an out for me, and it was all planned. Just like the one-armed saint from the legends. Sacrificing yourself to save Philae. It's not that dramatic. I just want to keep everyone safe. Oh boy. Claire, what's got into you? Surviving by not seeing that thing? Why didn't I think of that sooner? I guess I'm just not cut out for these clever games like you are. Can't keep up with those scheming, and I don't want to die. So I've already signed a magic contract with Lady Grey. Contract? What kind of contract? It says as long as I follow Lady Grey's orders to the letter and search for that thing, United Harvest will give me a fortune at a cushy job where I can earn Dora for life, regardless of the outcome. How can you trust someone like Lady Grey? This is United Harvest we're talking about. There's bound to be a trap or a loophole in that contract. Yeah, maybe. That's why I need your help. Help you? That's right. I told Lady Grey there's no way I can take down the Garden of Harvest alone. But with you, I know we can find a way. You know how strong you are, of course. Lady Grey said if you join United Harvest and work with her, she'll draft you the contract. See, you're the key to this whole deal. So she wants to use us as pawns. That plan to have the squad members way down the mist, that was her idea, wasn't it? You figured everything out, don't you, Nezuka? But I'm not like you. I'm out of options. Claire, don't do this. Let me think. There has to be another way. Oh, was the Great Saint gonna swoop in and solve all my problems? It's impossible. I don't know how you see it, but to me, the gap between us and the United Harvest is like a single raindrop against the sky full of storm clouds. You're really so strong. You're amazing. Why don't you just go and blow away the clouds above us and make this rain stop? Just like the legendary one-armed saints. That's all I have to say. Goodbye, Nezuka. In the end, we were never on the same path. Nezuka. Stella, you heard all that. She's soaking wet! So, this is where you met Lady Grey. Yeah, she was in a United Harvest uniform, and looked like she held a high rank, and all the supplies she gave us later came directly from them. United Harvest. They're in the grain food industry, right? That's right. They're the biggest company in this industry in Nova. I heard they grew 70% of all the grain on the continent. They have branches in every city. Word is that the one here in Philae is their largest. Philae's climate and environment. I guess it's ideal for growing crops. That and the influence of the monolith in the lake. Its wishing boxes are known to produce artifacts useful for farming. Hearing you put it that way, United Harvest is a true company giant. It does sound like you're a single raindrop and they're a storm cloud. So what's your plan? I don't trust Lady Grey. Since she's trying to use Claire for some kind of scheme, I'm going to split from the hunting group for now. I'll take down the Garden Parasite before Claire can. End this myself. Brute force over strategy, huh? Not a bad idea, but isn't that a huge risk? It is. Weather makes it impossible for us to use fire against the Garden Parasite. And Philae's rainy season here, there's no telling when the sun will be out again. The silver lining is that monsters usually lie low in weather like this, and the main forest can't push deep into the forest, so it's not all bad. If only I could work a miracle like the one-armed saint. I keep hearing about the one-armed saint. What's the story there? It's a local Philaean legend. Years ago, a one-armed statue was unearthed here. The plaque on its base had this faded word saint. and a nearby stone slab told her story. Long, long ago, the people of Philae angered the god of swamps. In its fury, the god cursed the land with endless rains, threatened to drown the city. The people begged the god to stop, but demanded the most beautiful thing the city has an offering. He offered countless treasures, yet the god remained unmoved. And it wasn't not until one day a passing trekker offered her own arm and hand. Nimble hands capable of forging anything, that the divine silence finally broke. The god was pleased. It stopped the rains, and the floodwaters formed a great lake with fertile shores. From then on, the people of Philae lived in prosperity. So that's the end of the legend. What do you think, boss? The service is a nice story, but something about it feels really a little creepy. That doesn't sound right to me. That sounds like a really odd story. In the end, it's just a statue with only one arm, right? It could have just broken off. As for the storm, it was probably just another natural disaster. So pragmatic. Really have a knack for looking at things from a purely realistic angle, boss. I mean, it's rare for an artifact dug up from the ground to be in perfect condition, isn't it? That's a fair point. I hope the truth is just like you said. That no one got hurt and everyone just lived happily ever after. Still, what I admire about the one-armed saint is her courage to make that sacrifice. I'm a trekker, and my time making wishes, and the monolith has taught me one thing. If you want to gain something, you have to give something up first, decisively. I want to be that kind of decisive person. Someone who could clear the path for everyone else. I get it. Well, since you once saw me as a figure like the one-armed saints, on a day like today, when we can't even use fire, let me clear a path a path a different way. As it happens, I have an idea about how we can investigate Lady Grey and the 3 Green Commissions. Ooh. Honestly, that whole 3... Honestly, that was not the kind of story I was expecting from like, the one-armed saint. I was thinking like, you know, the one-armed saint stood against like a horde of monsters or some super powerful enemy and saved a whole town or something like that. That's sacrificing their arm to stop just a bunch of rain. That's not really what I was expecting. Hello, how can I help you? Here to purchase seeds or trade grain. I'm Nizuka, leader of the Trekker squad hunting the Big 3. I'm here to confirm the bounty details and find out how to contact your Lady Grey. Big 3. Lady Grey. Just a moment, please. Boss, are you sure this will work? This is the grain exchange. They don't handle bounties, do they? That's exactly why we're here. Because they don't. I don't follow. United Harvest is a massive company. Employees in different departments are practically strangers to one another. Sometimes it's even worse. Departments often have conflicting interests, so it's not uncommon for them to treat each other like rivals. Think about it, Nizuka. Why would the Lady Grey use trekkers to hunt the Big 3? They try to handle it themselves at first. Those initial mercenaries were her people, right? The losses were severe. She switched to offering bounties after those casualties, even providing you all with supplies. It's a strange shift, isn't it? It could be a strategic pivot deciding trekkers are better for the job. But I think it's more likely she just can't find replacements. Why? The late supplies Lady Grey was providing are worth a fortune in Dora. It doesn't seem like she's short in funds. That's corporate logic for you. For trekkers like us, if we fail, we just learn from it and try again. But in a company, especially a huge one like United Harvest, people are eyeing for any good position. The second she makes a mistake, someone's there to pull her down. She lost a lot of people, and now she's in a tough spot. She wants to use us to get results, while also trying to recruit skilled people for herself. Besides, her way of doing business, by threatening people, has surely made her plenty of enemies within the company. We're leaking at this information, and her rivals within the company will jump at the chance to make a move. So that's why he picked the grain exchange. We knew she had no ties to this place. Exactly. Since they're not involved, they'll have no problem spreading our message, helping us stir things up. I'll expose our plan, sure, but the Lady Grey already threatening Claire. She got us all figured out anyway. And if it doesn't work, we lose nothing. We'll definitely get some blowback later, though. You're so devious. No, I mean brilliant. How did you even come up with this? It's not about being brilliant, it's about understanding how companies work. I am a CEO after all. You have to be a little devious in this line of work. Oh, but what if they just blow us off? I've had friends look into Lady Grey before, but they came up with anything. We'll see. Shh, someone's coming. Just follow my lead. I'm so sorry for the wait. I'm Sapphire, the manager here. Sorry for dropping in unannounced. Not at all. I've heard about the monster hunting, but that's not handled by our exchange. That falls to the marketing department. If you hear about the bounty, I can put you in touch with them. As for Lady Grey, I've never heard of her. She's certainly not in our production department. Perhaps you should try asking somewhere else? The classic runaround, which is expected. Let's see if we can dodge the next one. This seems to be a misunderstanding. We're not here for a bounty. We're here for an employee matter. Is that a seal of grace? Forgive me, which company do you represent? Boss Accord Staffing Co. Though I'm guessing that name doesn't mean much around here in Filet. Boss Accord Staffing Company. The company that is reopened in Namor? Then, does that make you the boss in the newspapers? I haven't seen the press reports. But yes, that's me. Oh, I see. Well, we can't just talk standing out here. Please, come on in. Let's discuss this properly inside. No need, I have other business to attend to. I just dropped by to ask you about something I heard. Is United Harvest trying to take control over the trucker industry in Filet? That sounds like a monopoly, wouldn't you say? I felt it necessary for me to confirm this with you directly. A monopoly? Take over the trucker industry? What are you talking about? United Harvest couldn't possibly do that. We lack the means, and it's not something we would never do. And yet, when I tried to commission a few truckers for the job, I found that Lady Grey has already snapped up all the skilled ones for her hunting squad with an enormous contract. That's why I brought the hunting squad's captain with me today to corroborate my story. Yes, that's right. Lady Grey provided us with supplies and rewards valued at hundreds of millions of Dora. Our team's top priority right now is to defeat the Garden Parasite, the last of the big three. Hundreds of millions? No wonder the accounts were... my apologies. It's a matter because clearly caused your company some trouble. However, I'm truly unaware of the specific situation with Lady Grey, so I can't give an answer at this time. If you'll please leave your contact information, we'll reach out after conducting an investigation. Understood? We'll be waiting to hear from you then. Boss, I can't believe it. Your entire attitude shifts the moment you show her that seal. That's why what the Great Seal represents. The real authority a company has. If a normal person asks, the companies will usually try to avoid trouble. But it's a different story when the boss shows up. So what's a monopoly anyway? And why did she panic the second you mentioned it? Well, like you said, United Harvest produces 70% of all grain in Nova. When a company controls a whole industry like that, that's a monopoly. Every company, or more accurately, every Seal of Grace contains an exclusive franchise patent. You need a seal from the God of Grace to establish a company, and each one grants an exclusive business domain. I haven't seen United Harvest Seal of Grace, but I'm sure its patent is for food. I read in one of Iris's books that companies can operate freely within their designated industry and also branch out into other sectors a bit. But trying to monopolize an industry by not granted by your Seal of Grace is sacrilege. If another company files a complaint, you'll face serious consequences. This isn't something United Harvest can just look at the other way on. That manager knows the risk, so she has to take it seriously. But what if Lady Grace is just acting on her own? Does that still count as a monopoly? As long as Lady Grey operates under the United Harvest name, it's considered a corporate monopoly. So, what do you think that Sapphire Girl will do next? She's clearly not clueless about this. She'll probably start keeping an eye on Lady Grey's activities. This should keep Lady Grey distracted for a while, buying us time to make the first move. Thanks, boss. I owe you one. I'll go look at the Garden of Harvest right away. We'll move out as soon as the rain lets up. However, the continuous downpour hinders our plan. just leaving us stranded in the old trucker's house for days. Oh boy. Phew, I'm back! Good work on the recon. What are things like in the forest? Rain stopped, but it's a total mud pit out there. Good thing Nezuka and Mystique can fly. They made scouting a breeze. They spelt Mystique wrong. Didn't she have a wider name? Nezuka's still out there. I thought Mystique went to take over for her a little while ago. Ages ago. But you know her. She always tries to do everything herself. Said she wanted to patrol a little bit longer. Then flew off again. I don't know what her hurry is. She knows she's trying to track down a Garnet Parasite before Lady Grey and Claire can. But she still hasn't told Nazuna and the others. Always charging ahead on her own. Such a rush, too. Does she really think we have noticed something's up? Huh? Do they? Master, I might be just imagining it, but when I went to the camp this morning, I feel like everyone was looking at me weirdly. Weird how? It seemed like people were avoiding me on purpose. Or it could all be in my head. Now that you mention it, I got that feeling too. So it wasn't just my imagination. Nope, it wasn't. I noticed it too. A bunch of people turned the other way as soon as they saw us and started whispering. Huh? Why? We didn't do anything wrong, did we? No way! Yeah, and with all the rain lately, no one's been going out, aside from recon. I'm back! Your damn Mystique is here! Really? How can you girls just be chatting? Don't you know what people are saying about you out there? Out there? What do you mean? The whole camp is buzzing about rumors that you're the ones to blame for the first hunt's failure. Huh? Wait, what's going on? The gossip around camp goes like this. You intentionally threw the first hunt just so you can monopolize the massive value from their 3 grand commissions. And Nezuka forms a new hunting squad while you keep Petal Bloom running, so you two get double dip on the bounty and rake in the cash. And that's the story. We're not in this for Dora. Who on earth would spread such a ridiculous rumor? I know it's not true, but rumors don't care about the truth, and the evidence they've cooked up sounds pretty convincing. Think about it. If Nezuka can take down the Blade Jade herself, and Petal Bloom could beat the Spirit Patata on their own, how did the first hunt fail when both parties were present? It had to be on purpose. No way. Captain Nezuka's always the one who leads the patrols. She's not that kind of person. Of course she would. For the bounty. Why else haven't we seen a single dollar from it? She must have pocketed it all for herself. Well, I heard United Harvest hasn't even paid out the bounty yet. Have you asked United Harvest yourself? In a situation like this, it's whatever the captain says goes. I don't believe it. Captain Nezuka would never do something like that. I didn't believe it at first either. But listen, the real culprit is that guild from Amor. The leader, the one they call boss, can supposedly control people's souls. Captain Nezuka is being controlled by someone evil? If it wasn't Nezuka's plan, then it's the only explanation, right? We've all been set up by the boss. What is all this garbage? Sus would never do something like that. Putting our lives on the line find those monsters. We were planning on keeping the war set for ourselves. I already talked over with Nazuna Senpai and Kaide. Plans to donate the bounty to the camp for repairs as soon as we get it. The rumor's been going around for a few days. Actually, I heard it started circling in small circles around the 27th to 28th of last month. Boss, any idea what this is about? The 27th to 28th. That's right before Claire spoke with Nezuka. In that case, I really have no clue. That's it. I'm going to confront them. Wait, Nazuna. Crowds surround the Trucker Association. Petal Bloom, get out! Gritty jerks trying to hog the reward. Petal Bloom, boss of court, out! Get out of filet! What are y'all talking about? We don't even know the big three until we got to filet. Hand over the evil boss. Well, this has gone out of hand. Heavy rain is driven the Garnet Parasite deep into the forest. We need to expand our search areas to track it down. It's cleared up by now for now, but judging the sky for more rain is on its way. Captain Nezuko, are the rumors about the camp true? What rumors? The one about you want to keep the balance all to yourself. That's absurd! Boss wasn't even insulated during the first hunt. That's what everyone's saying. The truckers had gone to the trucker's house to confront them. No, I have to go back, now. Captain Nezuko, you should explain things to everyone first. We know you're not that kind of person. Quiet. If you know the captain isn't like that, then stop this nonsense and clear out. Claire, you're not the one behind all this, are you? That's right. Claire had me do it. She wasn't happy with your defiance and worried you'd beat her to guard the parasite, so her reputation had to be destroyed. Why would you help someone like her? Why? I got to look out for myself too. That warning I gave you? That was Lady Grey's final ultimatum. But you wouldn't listen. I'm just one Trekker. How am I supposed to defy a big shot from United Harvest? She'd just come after me. Why drag Petal Blue and Boss into this? I'm helping you! Took everything I had to get Lady Grey to agree to frame Boss for this instead. Look, the people here still trust you. Just announce that you and Petal Bloom are still being controlled by the evil boss, and no one will blame you. Nezuko, this is your last chance. Just like the legend of the one-armed saints. All we have to do is sacrifice one passing stranger. Is that really how you interpret that legend? Am I wrong? Who's gonna miss when some random outsider? If sacrificing one person brings peace to Filet, what's the harm? Look at the plaza. I figured you'd be here by now, so I've already set up a podium for you. Just get up there and tell them that it's all the boss's fault. It was all the boss's fault? Claire, gather the truckers for me. Captain Nezuko, that's not like you. You have to be under the boss's control. Yeah, it's not because of those truckers from Amore. Don't fall for their lies. We have to defend Filet and take down the boss. Everyone, please settle down. False rumors have been spreading through camp and disrupting the squad. To get to the truth, I need you all to compose yourselves and listen to what the Captain Nezuko has to say. Captain Nezuko, please, tell us what you know. False peace built on sacrifice. I can't accept it. I just can't. Someone has to be sacrificed. You're a bit quiet, Captain Nezuko. Could you speak up? Everyone, listen to me. First hunt's failure, the formation of a new one, the chaos that unfolded into the hunt of the Big Three, the fact that so many got hurt. Who was to blame for it all? Monsters that appear out of nowhere? No, not at all. The fault is mine alone. All mine. Looks like I can't hide it any longer. I planned this whole thing to keep the bounties for myself. Ooh. Listen, it's gone quiet outside. About time those idiots realized how stupid they were being, huh? Everyone was really furious. I can understand what they're coming from. After all, to them, we're the reason the first expedition failed. Boss, the truckers who surround us have pulled back. They're running toward the camp. Dang it! They harass us and then just take off? Well, you Kakaida, let's go get them. Right. Screw you, let me go! Truckers turn on their own kind, you have to be under the boss's control. Huh? You know anything about boss, so stop spouting nonsense, will you? I'm not the one saying it. Besides, you're the reason the first hunt failed. This is like talking to a brick wall. I already told you. Those are just rumors. Rumors? Kaide admitted it herself. She says she's the one who got the whole squad wiped out. What did you just say? Wait, hold on. What exactly did not Nezuka admit to? Didn't I just tell you? She confessed. Said she was the reason the first hunt fit was ruined. Just now at the camp square. And the whole place is in chaos. By the time we reach the camp, the place is in complete disarray. Rocks, eggs, broken flagpoles. What happened here? Nezuka. Hope she's alright. Excuse me, could you tell us what happened? What? Haven't you heard about the murderer? Must have been blind to ever call that monster a hero. Monster. Hero. Nezuka? Don't say her name. It makes me sick. She was only a hero because her sacrifices built her up. She climbed to the top by stepping on everyone else. Maybe her comrades had died just to hog the reward. How could anyone forgive that? I think the new squad was just another tool for that scumbag to use. All my hard work feels like one big joke. I see. You're a complete and total idiot. What did you just say? Oh, my bad. I guess you're too dense to understand what people are saying. I said you're an idiot. You got a head on your shoulders but no idea how to use it. You're with the new squad, right? So think. Has there ever been a single brave Nezuka wasn't leading the charge? She was the only one in it for the reward. She's the strongest, so she put on the whole act just to trick us. So you just hid her somewhere safe and watched her risk her life? No, she was obviously planning to use us as bait to push us out to die when things got critical. Oh yeah? And did that ever actually happen to you? Damn it, this is pointless. Why would she say something like that? You! Tell me right now, what did exactly did Nezuka say here and what just happened? Nezuka admitted the first hunt's fail was her fault, and then a crowd couldn't hold back. Some people started throwing rocks and even some drew their swords. They drew their swords? Well, we just yelled. We didn't get physical. It's not like we could beat her. Anyway, nobody actually dared to attack her. Nezuka disappeared deeper into the camp while we were all shouting at her. Said she'd take responsibility and vanish. Nezuka-senpai. What? You didn't even try to stop her? Never mind. Boss, everyone, we have to find Nezuka, now! It's starting to rain. Looked all over camp, but still no sign of Nezuka. Where could she go? Forest, maybe? She's been pushing herself way too hard these days. If she run to the Garden of Parasite, she'll be in real trouble. She's nowhere to be found. Where the hell did Nezuka run off to? Why would she say it was say it was her fault? It's so stupid. All she ever does is make things harder for everyone. I know it's not my place to butt in, but do you think Nezuka-senpai said it was her fault just to keep us out of it? If she hadn't, everyone here would have blamed us and the boss for sure. And that's exactly what's so stupid about it. She pulled the same stunt last time. Always making these big decisions on her own without talking to any of us. Who does she think she is? Some legendary single pulled safe fillet with endless reigns? A legend. Not a monster. Statue. You know, the one I'm staying at the Fillet Museum of Art. Kinda like that, but with your face. Still, what I admire about the one I'm saying is her courage to make that sacrifice. I think I might know where she went. How well do you all know the city? We don't go into the city much, but we're local, so we know the basic layout. I'm in the city for work with her pretty often, so I know my way around. It's a place I need to check. I'll need your help. I could be wrong, though. Noya, Iris, Amber, could you do me a favor and search the forest? Got it. We're on it. Alright, let's roll. Take Loxy and go. Where did I wander off to? Hey, did you hear? They took down the one-armed saint statue. What, really? I thought the statue was super popular. It's a fake. The Eye of Grace just put out new research saying the legend of the statue and both forgeries made up way later. Oh, so that whole legend was just a fiction. A false legend. Yeah, I guess I really am a fake. I actually thought that sacrificing something precious to me would fix everything and protect everyone. It's so amazing. Why don't you just blow away these clouds above us and make this rain stop? I'm just a self-righteous fool who hurt her own friends. Can't even tell which way the wind is blowing. What am I even doing? Curl up in the corner of the street, Mizuki hugs her knees and shuts her eyes. Then the roar of the rain washes everything else away. This way, I don't have to obsess about that impossible question. The rain stopped. There you are. Boss, what are you doing here? You're the one who told me about the one-armed saint. So I was so surprised I'm here, right? I guess that's true. Sorry you came all this way for nothing. The statue's been taken down. Yeah, I heard people talking. Honestly, I think it's better if the tale of the statue are forgotten. Even if you feel that way. Exactly. Would real saints sacrifice their own arms for some vague hope or empty promise? If there really was an evil god who demanded a sacrifice to stop rains and floods, a true saint would use their own two hands to strike it down instead. Just like what you did when you fought against the Big Three. The Big Three. Boss, Nazuna was right. I made the wrong call from the very beginning, right when we went to fight them. If it weren't for that, the wrong call. Alright then, if you go back in that time, what would you do? Did you retreat before others? No, I wouldn't. I would still buy time for everyone to retreat over and over. Back then, only Claire and I could cover them. Would you have backed down and escaped Filet alone when you not a harvest had threatened your friend's safety? I wouldn't. There's no way. Then why'd you have let your friends handle that dangerous intel, letting them get targeted by United Harvest and putting them in danger? Absolutely not! See what you mean, boss. And if I could go back, I'd still make the same choices. Trying to tell me my fate is sealed. I guess that makes me a hopeless case. Hopelessly stubborn, maybe. When you can't blow the rain clouds away, just open an umbrella. If you don't have one, ask someone who does for help. Mizuka, there's nothing wrong with figuring things out on your own. But don't forget that your friends can help too. But I know it's hard for you. You're more than strong enough, and you have kindness. That protects your guild. Yet you push away your friends, thinking you can handle everything yourself. To me, that's no different from the one-armed saint in legend. You're praying to some evil god for mercy. You're planning to make you through the immediate crisis, but only leads to more hardship down the road.
それはそんなの私は新しい討伐隊を編成する。そのチームに弱い人も必要ないから。そういうこと。バイバイ。そんなのあなたに言われなくても私が一番よくわかってる。でもそうするしかなかった。仕方なかったの。だってナズナも楓もすっごく優しいから。そうでもしなきゃ絶対私についてこようとする。でもそうなればあの子たちが危険な目にあって取り返しのつかないことになるかもしれない。みんなは私を強いって言うけど私そんなに強くないよ。大事な人が傷つくのを見て平気でいられるのが強さだって言うならそんな強さ私いらない。なのにどうしてこの気持ちに嘘はないはずなのにどうして私あの時に戻ってもう一度やり直したい。ひどいこと言ってごめんねってきちんと謝ってみんなのところに戻りたい。もう二度と 大事な人たちと離れたくない。離れたくないの。
Is that how you really feel?
ええ。でもいいの。時間は戻ったりしないし。これは私が自分で選んだ結果、受け止めないといけないことだから。
It's true, you can't turn back time. But since you can't redo the past, why not look forward instead?
え？どういう意味？
It's never too late to say what needs to be said. Senpai? Fuyuka? Zuka, let's go home together. Kaide, you're here too? Then... Zuka, you dummy! You had said something to us, you should have just said it sooner! Nazuna, what I just said just now. That was... No need to explain. I already knew how you felt. So... Welcome back, Nezuka. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, let me say this the right way. I'm glad to be back with you all. The rain's finally stopped. Hey, that was nice. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, we will continue onward and see what happens next. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Bye there.